So I wanted to make a quick video about the YouTube Content ID system. Now this is a system that is used by YouTube to try and ensure that people are not putting up content that they don't have the right to put up. And what it does is it goes through and it listens for audio tracks and looks at visuals to see if there might be a match with stuff that the content publishers happen to own. And it tries to see if there's a match. If so, it says, this is a copyright violation. What happens then is the publisher has the option to either monetize the video for themselves, or they can restrict the video, they can let it go, or they can initiate a copyright strike. And a YouTuber who gets 3 copyright strikes effectively gets banned for life. You can create another YouTube account, but there's no way to ever get another AdSense, which means that you can never make money off of the platform. So I put up a video on April 5th called Silent. And it wasn't a great video, but it was me walking around New York, and as the name suggests, I was not talking in it. The music that I used was an arrangement of Gymnopédie by number 2 by Eric Satie, which I know off the top of my head now, as will become apparent. And I used an arrangement that I purchased a synchronization license for, which is what you're required to get to use to use music and visuals in your videos. I ended up paying, let's see, there were 6 tracks on the album, and in order to acquire the license to use it, I paid $100 for that album. I could have also bought the single for $25 as well. So I made an investment because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't violating copyright. The original composition is in the public domain, which means that if I were to perform it, if I were to sit down and play it, that'd be completely within my right. I would have absolute right to monetize that. I would own it. It'd be fine. But the arrangement that I used was a little nice, it was a little better orchestrated. But what happened is I went to monetize the video, and after a few minutes, I got an email notification. And this started off a chain of events. What happens is that they detect that there is a match, and immediately, whatever the content owner's policy is going to take effect. So if they've decided that they're going to target ads to it, then ads immediately start running on my video. What I have the option to do is to dispute the claim. They don't have all of the options that might be applicable. There are options like, I think I have the right to use this because it's fair use. I think I have the right to use it because I bought the music at some point. I think that I have the right to use it because I have already paid them for the right to use it. What is curiously missing is you picked the wrong thing. What you detected this is not what it actually is. And in all of these cases, that's what happened. So let me throw up a sidebar, because since November 22nd, I have been in a continual loop of waiting for monetization, it getting flagged as someone else's content, my disputing that it is their content, and then waiting for a response. Now, what happens is when I dispute it, they have 30 days to review the dispute and say, okay, no, yeah, that's a mistake, we'll let it go. And then they release the claim on the video. Or, after 30 days, it expires. Or, as happened with 2 particular claims, they could say, no, this is our content. And so what happened in that case is that I had to submit a formal appeal, which in fact requires me to send my personal contact information to the content publisher, so that if they decide they want to further this, they can initiate legal proceedings, which is a little worrisome. As I said, because I wanted to avoid copyright problems, I did make sure that I paid what could be considered a bit of an exorbitant amount for the rights to this music. Again, $100 for the album, where I could have paid $25 for the single. And effectively, because of this, I've decided there's really not much of a chance of me ever using the rest of that album, because it's all kind of orchestrations of classical music. Now, one of the problems is that because of the way that the system is structured, If we look at the list again, the first that say multiple people, that actually was enumerated before. I took the screenshot a few weeks ago, just to kind of list out this is the number of times that this thing has been flagged. So what happens is that I have to submit a dispute to all of those that claim that they own the content. And I sent, this is, I gave them the name and the composer of the original composition. I gave them the link to Smart Sound, and I said I'm happy to provide you proof of purchase or put you in contact with the publisher upon request. And then they have 30 days. And for a few of them, the claim was released within a few days, which was great. For others, it doesn't seem like it was actively managed, so I had to wait the full 30 days for that claim to be automatically released. So the result is, now here, on November 22nd, that video that I put out on April 5th is finally monetized in my name, so now I can start to make money off of it. Now, of course, the video has, it's gotten about 1,000 views, so it's not like I've significantly lost money over this. Granted, people who have viewed it may have seen ads that I, didn't necessarily want them to see, because the determination of what type of ads go on the videos is up to the content claimant. And so I decided that I wanted to kind of keep this open, and rather than just take down the video or replace the music or something like that, that I would like to just see exactly how long it takes to get music like this that can be easily confused with other arrangements of the same piece. How long does it take to actually get that monetized? So my recommendation for you is try to avoid classical music if at all possible, because it is quite possible that will get incorrectly flagged, and you may end up in a position where you are constantly going back and forth, and especially if they don't release the claim, then either you accept that they are monetizing or doing whatever they are doing, or you are stuck either removing the video or worse. So hopefully the content ID system will improve. It certainly seems like at the moment YouTube doesn't seem to be doing much to encourage people to pay for synchronization licenses. And, it certainly doesn't seem worthwhile in retrospect to pay $100 to use music for a video that, would effectively be locked off from April until November. But it is the legal and the right thing to do. So those are my thoughts on the Google Content ID system, and I wish you the best of luck with your stuff. Bye.